Alright, what's going on, everybody? We're playing more of the Rockies franchise today on MLB The Show 21, assuming this is live and working anyway. But welcome back, everybody. Continuing the series again, getting some live gameplay. I know that coming up we have these games against Atlanta. That's what I'm most interested in. But I'm sure we'll do some player lock and some scouting today as we're approaching the next MLB draft, and that's probably going to be a couple episodes from now, depending on how this stretch goes. We have 19 days to go. The draft is in the beginning of June here, so we're approaching it. But welcome to the stream today. After a few minutes, as the chat fills up, we'll be into the action. If you're watching this when the stream is over, down below, you should be able to scrub the play bar and figure out where the games are today. If I remember to put those timestamps. Hopefully I did. But welcome everybody to today's stream. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Baseball action again on the show. Really cannot get enough of this game right now. And really excited to get some more gameplay today. I like where the team is at progress-wise. I feel like if we catch the right side of variance, get out of these cold streaks, have a chance to maybe have some 500 months and have that improvement this year I was hoping for. How do I feel about Buxton? Buxton rejected the Twins offer. It's supposed to be a positive Sunday. We don't have to talk about Byron Buxton apparently rejecting a Twins contract extension. I knew it would always be tricky with him because of the concerns with him staying on the field. Once he's on the field, like between this year, last year, like he's been an elite level player. It's just all about availability, and that's probably going to be reflected in the contract offer in some way. So, welcome everybody. I hope they can come to a deal. I would hate to see Buxton play anywhere else. And it feels like my entire life as a Twins fan, I've just watched them end up trading away or letting go players that I wanted them to keep building around, as the Twins just gave up a home run to Max Stassi, and that is now a tie game. Got the game on beside me here. Can't miss another Twins meltdown. When are we getting a Texans episode? So after the stream today, new video going up. Yeah, Chandler Jones requested a trade, which really came out of nowhere. I think that's a really surprising situation. I'm guessing he just wants the new deal and they're not giving it to him. What do I think Aaron Rodgers will be doing this fall? I don't know. I really don't know what the situation's going to be this year. I think that, like, I'm very confident in Rodgers not being a Packer in 2022, but that still leaves this year. Is there one more run? I don't know. Do I think the Twins trade Buxton? I don't. I really hope they can just come to a deal. Just pay him. Pay him. It does not matter the injury risks. Like, he's just so good, you gotta pay him. Let's go Mets. Thank you, person, for the super chats. Yeah, the Mets are up right now. I know they just got a lead. How'd they do it? I know Alonso hit a home run just a little bit ago. I think that tied the game, but somehow they just got the lead, and I don't have that game on. Does Escobar get traded at the deadline? I think it would make a lot of sense for Eduardo Escobar to go somewhere else. Solid, one of the only solid hitters on the Diamondbacks all season. So, he's up there in age. He'll probably be gone, I'd have to imagine. Are the Rockies going to sell? Maybe Story. I can't really see them doing much else. I think it'd be foolish to trade away Marquez. Maybe a team gives up something for Michael Givens, though. That's always possible. Thoughts on the Cardinals? I don't know, man. They're so average this year, I think, in every way. But they're also in the most average, underwhelming division. I still think Milwaukee's going to probably hang on, but I don't think the gap's going to be too tight. Yeah, I see the Yankees have a no-hitter going against Boston. So, what, the Red Sox win the first 2 of that series and then blew yesterday and might get no-hit today? Maybe that's like a Maybe that's like a 4D chess move on the Red Sox part. Let the Yankees split the series, keep their morale up so they make an aggressive trade, an over-aggressive trade, and they still finish in 4th place in the East while giving up prospects, and the Red Sox still win the division. It could just be the 4D chess game of the year. Well, I appreciate it, Kawhi. You're here earlier than normal. You normally don't pop in until 90 minutes into the stream. This is early for you. Alright, so I think we should get into a game today. I think a full game against Atlanta would be fun. We could do some player lock stuff as well. Let's see. Here's the AAA lineup. We have Daza hitting for a good average. Veen just overall really solid. Colton Welker. I don't know that there's anybody I really wanted to spend a lot of time with here as far as the hitters go. But I'm not against, I talked about in the last episode, maybe we think about calling up somebody, and Derek Rodriguez probably makes the most sense. Really good numbers, 73 overall, some major league experience. Didn't have a terrible season last year. These are average numbers. I mean, you can be a 5th starter putting up this kind of stat line, and he looks to be better this year. Thoughts on Cruz being a Ray? I'm okay with it. Hope he comes back to Minnesota next year, but I kind of feel like the Rays had to make a move like that. I think Cruz helps stabilize the lineup a little bit. That team strikes out so much, and I think Cruz is more consistent than any other batter they have in that lineup. And obviously, the home runs speak for themselves. He hit 1 second at bat with the Rays. So I think that was a really good move on their part. Texans after the stream. That's going up today. Am I planning on selling at the deadline? I don't know that there's much I'd be willing to do this year with this team. I don't really think so. So I want to make a move then. I think we get maybe Gonzalez. How many options does he have? 1 out of 3 used. Same with Castellani. Who do we send down? They're both having kind of mediocre seasons. Do we send down Chichi Gonzalez or Ryan Castellani? Either way, Derek Rodriguez joins the rotation, and one of these two remains long relief. What do you think? Thoughts on Eagles signing Steven Nelson? It's not a bad signing. It's not going to really change a lot, but they could use just a solid corner. They don't really have the depth there. Rich Hill to the Mets. That was an interesting one from the Rays' perspective. I don't hate it, though, for the Mets. Although Hill has not been as good over the last month as he was to start. All right, you guys want me to send down Chichi Gonzalez. The chat is now the GM. You win. All right, so the moves are made here. We'll get Derek Rodriguez up as a starter. And Chichi Gonzalez there in AAA. We'll do the same thing. So, with that being said, his first start then would be against the Astros. I think I would like to start today by playing that. And then we sim a little bit, get into the Braves series. So, let's sim this matchup. Don't have 4 valid lineups, why not? What's wrong with this lineup? Oh, the pitcher spot I think is messed up. Sometimes that happens. Oh well. Yeah, because I set all the lineups, no problem. Drop the first game. Let's go back to the scouting here because I have to micromanage this a bit. When I get to the green, I'm pretty much going to be done there because I want more players to be scouted. So I need another Western region player. Ben Hop. $55 overall, so that would take a long time. Alvin Lowe, average at best. High contact, high fielding, Everett Casilla. Oh, I already fully scouted him. No wonder I liked him. I've already scouted him once. Good walk per 9. Doug Berman. Slider, splitter, curve, two-seam, changeup. Nothing too fast here. Yeah, I want to see Doug Berman's ratings. And then I need more time on Guzman. I need a central player now. Don't have a ton of outfielders scouted, partially because I think that's where the organization is the deepest right now, both at the major league level and in the minor leagues. Thoughts on Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley? I don't follow the boxing stuff. All I know is that it makes a ton of money. So I really don't know. Jason Fuentes. We'll scout a potential long reliever. But Woodley's actually a pro, right? So you just go with him. I do not know anything about boxing. At all. Alright, let's sim a couple, or actually just one game. We win 10-8. Put up some runs in this one. Hampson, Baez, and Joe go yard. Connor Joe, the fan favorite. I did the episode with Connor Joe, and what'd he do in real life? Got called back up to the majors, hit his first career home run. It was pretty sweet. Now, I believe the Rockies lost that game. But they lose a lot of games. All right, we're heading down to Houston, it looks like. We get a DH today. That's fun. So, Hampson could use a day. In that case, what can Joe play? First? Sure. McMahon goes to... Oh, no. I messed something up here. I need McMahon at second. I need Joe at first. And then... Now, how was I going to set this up? I think I got Hampson and Rogers backwards there. Baez, McMahon. Really trying to get his power going this season. Marquez DH. He has a silver slugger. I mean, wouldn't be the worst choice. Here, we play Duvall in right. And then... Rogers DH. This is a weird lineup I have constructed here. But we may just roll with it. Rogers at DH. Joe at first. McMahon to second. No Hampson. Alright, Derek Rodriguez pitching. Who am I going against today? I didn't even see who they were throwing. I might want to know that before I set my lineup. Oh, Lance McCullers? I don't know about this one, guys. If Connor Joe hits a bomb, he'll get a Kane tattoo. Let's go, Kawhi. Well, Lance McCullers will try to keep it in the yard. 3.19 ERA. 42 strikeouts in 42 1/3 innings. Not bad. Just a very strong starting pitcher.
Leading off the afternoon for Colorado.
No hitters over. Yeah, Twins broke up one last night in the 9th inning. And then I know Framber Valdez had one going, but I don't think that ended up holding. In the air, out to left center. Tapia sends it back. This one is gonna hit high off the wall. Are you kidding me? I can't stand the outfield in this park. That should be a home run. Raimel Tapia continues to hit well, though. Really happy about his play this year. And I mean, come on. Beautiful ballpark. Still hate it. How many parks does that leave in? Sam Hilliard now. That's a ball. That one caught 100% of the zone. Oh, man. I saw a video of the Padres. I'm not sure if it was yesterday. I don't remember what the Padres did yesterday. But they did like their player of the game. That was bad. Their player of the game was the umpire, who called like 4 or 5 strike threes well outside the zone against the Padres. It was hilarious. Go to the game log and see how far that was. Will it say on non-homers? It just says he doubled. Patrick Sandoval looks to be the Angels' future pitcher, and I'm all for it. Yeah, he was really good last night, Caleb. Thought he was going to get the no-hitter. Really thought he was going to pull it off. And the Twins, you know, even without Nelson Cruz, they do have a lot of guys who are good against lefties, but they couldn't do much against him. All right, at least we had a long at-bat there. McCullers strikes out Hilliard. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Caleb, that Brent Rooker that broke up the no-hitter today hit a triple-decker home run to start. Well, you would have watched it probably. You're an Angels fan, so you probably already saw it. Eagles and Steelers fan, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that very much. Yep, Texans coming after the stream. New video is done. Up to third base goes Tapia. What's up, Kane? Just beat Pokemon Ruby this morning. One of my favorites. That's my favorite gen. Did Otani just go yard? I have a buddy at the game wearing an Otani jersey, so I think he's having a pretty good time right now. Oh yeah, that one's absolutely clobbered. Almost followed it up with one here by Baez. Oh, I think you get that into that open area. I'm not sure what they call that in deep right. Seeing some people ask about my Madden 22 team. So as I've talked about, I'm not guaranteeing to do another Broncos level franchise. I want to, but depends how sliders go and everything. If I do a new big franchise like that, I might not. Regardless, I'm doing one on the second channel, of course. Ah. I was worried about him throwing that out of the zone, so I wasn't ready for it to catch the outside like that. Hey, Patterson, thank you for becoming a new member on the channel. I appreciate that. Looks like you got the 6-month badge. Channel member stream is going to be next Saturday, by the way. Every month, I do a stream with the channel members. It's one of the main perks to being a channel member. As McMahon hits it into left center, and we can't bring Tapia home, unfortunately. Man, didn't swing the bat well enough. But, yeah, with Madden 22, we'll see how good the game is. We'll see how slider testing goes. See if I want to do the traditional franchise. But if I think it's going to be just a bunch of hassle getting the sliders right, and I'll just be better off with my second channel franchise, then I'll stick with that plan. But hopefully I can do a Broncos level franchise. The Braves get shut out, Chris. I saw 1-0 last I saw. It's not on my screen anymore. Jammed over to Baez. Nice play. Was it a 1-0 finish? 2-1. Exciting game. How do I stay disciplined at the plate? Well, it's hard. How do you stay patient at the plate? I mean, I think I do an okay job with certain pitches. Like fastballs are easier to read, they have less movement. Curveballs, I tend to be able to read a little bit better. Change-ups, not so much. Splitters, not so much for me. I think a big part of it, though, is just reps. And, like, the thing is, too, with when I'm playing with players that aren't as good, they need better pitches to swing at, you know what I mean? So I have to be more selective if I want something good to hit, because they're not going to be able to take, you know, all these up-and-in fastballs and do much with them. So I'm kind of forced to be picky, or I'm just going to get out anyway. Why not use quick counts? I don't like it for these games. Ruins the flow of the game a little bit. And it's going to accelerate your pitch counts a lot because you'll never have a one pitch at bat. Yeah, sometimes I chase the outside pitches. Generally, though, I think I'm a pretty aggressive hitter. Like, I want to swing early in the count. But I'm able to balance that by being a little picky. Sometimes not so much. I tend to struggle against good pitchers. And just knowing, like, with 2 strikes, especially in that situation, like, he's probably going to throw me some junk. He might do it again. In general, though, if I'm not seeing it well, it's good to just take a few pitches and not intend to swing. Jeez. The low pitch for me, that change up down, I find that extremely difficult to read with this camera. It looks like it's going to be bottom of the zone. Red Sox making a comeback? Ooh, they are. 4-3. I wasn't even ready. Sometimes you don't look at the screen and you can take a pitch outside. So he likes the change up. I've swung and missed at that a million times already, so I might get it again here. Sinker. In general, I hit very poorly on stream because my attention keeps going from the game to the chat. And trying to be engaging and everything sometimes takes the focus away from hitting. But I felt pretty good hitting the last few weeks. I'll go through stretches where I just can't hit anything, and then I'm seeing the ball well enough to get some runs. Out in front of that one. But hey, we've had some long at-bats at least. He's earning these outs. What happened? We have a Yankees fan in chat who's not thrilled at the moment. What happened? Now, if I can hit a home run with Adam Duvall, that tells you I'm in a good spot, because I haven't done anything with him since we signed him. Even on pitches like that with solid swings, like I'm getting nothing with Duvall. I just didn't want that one. 2-2, 2 down. Ah, right down the middle. See, I'm like, all right, is it going to be the changeup low, curveball away? No, he gave me an easy one. I wasn't ready for it.
Leading up for the Astros, the third baseman, Alex.
All righty. I want to be patient with Duvall because he should be a pretty good home run hitter. He's somebody we could look to trade if it's just not working, because we have a lot of outfielders, and trading him would make room for somebody if we had to. Oh boy. Bregman deep center, back goes Tapia. And now this large outfield helps us.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Altuve's batting fifth? Excuse me. So Brantley was first. Not bad. 5 up, 5 down for Derek Rodriguez. Red Sox tie it. I like the play-by-play here in the chat. I appreciate that. What time do member streams? So they're always, to me, like mathematically, the best time to get people in there is like early afternoon on the weekends. So it'll be like Saturday at 1 Central or something like that. 1 or 2. It's never late or anything. It's pretty consistent. But yes, if you want to be a member, it is $5 a month. Keep in mind, help support the channel. This is what I do full time as we get the strikeout to end the inning. But it's just an optional way to support the channel. Definitely don't have to. But if you do, that is the main perk. Every month I do a channel member live stream where I talk about some of my plans for the channel for the first time and get some feedback. And usually I'm, playing something on stream. Like at times I've played games that are just completely random, but I'll definitely be playing like Rockies. They're just getting extra gameplay, talking with the channel members. And they're usually like an hour and a half long or so. Connor Joe! I was late on that? Are you kidding me? Listening at work. Love it, Gary. It's good for productivity, keeping morale up.
Number 3.
I'm pretty confident I can get a single with Dom Nunez, though. 5-run 8th. So who blew it for the Yankees? If you listen closely, you can hear the trash can being hit. Game is 100% realistic. Well, why don't they have a hit yet? Loizaga gave up most of it. He's one of their best. I know they sent down Krisky after the other night. That was a rough performance on a lot of fronts for the Yankees. That was Krisky, the catcher, and Boone all combining to just create one of the most weird, disappointing, depending on who you're cheering for, moments of the entire season. That was gross. Like I said, like Dom Nunez, I just know he's gonna get a single. Buxton rejects a $70 million extension. I'm guessing that would be a 3-year offer. It seems like fair money. It's just not a long commitment. Jeez, Miami's got 9? Been watching you since the Oakland Raiders, and this is the first time I'm catching you live. Busy life in the Navy. Keep it up, Kane. Well, I'm glad you can make it, Colton. Thank you for making it. Thank you for your service. Hope you're doing well. That's a long time. About 8 years. Raiders franchise. You know what I think of that series? One of the first things I think about is like getting Danny Amendola on that team. I don't know why. I think I also had Terrell Owens. I did some weird stuff in that series. Alright. Dom at first. Tapia drills it. Breaking ball over the plate. Come on. Patient, though. You like the Rule 5 draft? Yeah, I want to get some more of those up. I had to redo the entire series because my save got messed up, but we will see if it can be done. I'm still not even sure if it can be done. Play MLB Power Pros? Isn't that a Wii game? I don't even own a Wii. I only own one game right now on Wii, I think. And it's because I found it on clearance at GameStop like 10 years ago. It's called NFL Training Camp. It's like a workout game. It comes with like different sensors you wear, and you do like different drills. I'm sure it's not that good. Man. Alright, made some better contact that inning, but didn't translate to any runs yet. I'm not even a baseball fan that I'm fully invested in that Rule 5 rebuild. Well, I love to hear that, Mike. I get that a lot from people watching the series. Really more so my franchises, but a lot of people who are like, I'm not a baseball fan, but I like this. Yeah, I love the show, and I think that I keep going back to it, but on Madden 19, when I stopped doing the Dolphins and I did more Twins, it was like I really found my groove with baseball content, and then I stopped making baseball content for a full year, and then I'm like back into it now, and I can't believe I wasn't playing the entire time. But I wanted to focus on the Broncos. Derek Rodriguez, 8 up, 8 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Manny Pena.
Any new NCAA? Probably on the road to glory front. As far as Dynasty goes, no imminent plans. Oh. Careful with those dives, though, because sometimes you get hurt on those. So they finally get a hit. And now Brantley, who probably has one of their better batting averages, I'd have to imagine. No. 240? That's low for Brantley. And we'll get the out at second. 3 scoreless here in Houston. Where do I think the A's move to? If they do move, I suppose Las Vegas. They'd have to play in a baseball stadium, though, right? They wouldn't be going to the new Raiders facility. Isn't there also talk about them moving more like to San Jose or something? They got any room in Santa Clara? Baez, left field. We turned on that one. It's gone! 1-0, Colorado. 10th of the season. Let's go. There's been a little talk about them moving to Portland. Wow, that'd be interesting. I gotta think Portland's Mariners territory, right? All right. I was on a cutter inside. Ryan McMahon. That's right, Thomas. We couldn't get a run until you showed up. Finally got something. I haven't seen the rookie ratings for Madden. But in general, I don't think they do a bad job with the ratings. Like, I know they're going through a lot of data. I don't really have an issue with how they rate players these days. I think it's just all about how aggressive are you with rookies that haven't played. I'm really interested in Kyle Pitts' ratings, if those are public, because I don't think, like the fantasy community and just everybody thinking about the upcoming season, they all know how, like, unique Kyle Pitts is. So, like, projecting him for fantasy or rating him as a rookie for Madden, you almost have to create a whole new rule set to figure it out, because he might just be so different. Oh, boy. Pitts guy 81. Not shocked. I mean, what's his speed? Was there an error? What happened? If I had to guess Pitt's speed, I'd say like 91. Oh, nice. The thing is, though, is I think route running, even being okay, just boosts your overall so much in Madden's formula. His route running is going to be solid, so I think the only thing they could do to keep his overall from being in the mid-80s is give him low awareness or something. Come on, man. 91, I nailed it. It's almost like I looked it up or something and pretended I didn't. We'll never know. All right. If I could just stop chasing below the zone. I didn't think he'd do it a fifth time, okay? 6 strikeouts already. Come on, man. There's no way they'd do it 5 times in a row, and then they do. We're winning the game, though. And we're still making him throw a lot of pitches. Yeah? What's the ball strike count for him? 46 strikes, 22 balls. And I know that he's thrown at least 15 out of the zone that I've swung and missed at. What's his out-of-zone strike percentage? Swinging, like, out-of-zone swing percentage. They track that. I'm not sure they do in the show, but they do in real life because they track everything. That's a walk. I want to see the Kyle Pitts versus Devin White matchup. Oh, man. That's modern football right there. Adam Duvall, 2-1. Ooh. Chase percentage, yes. Much cleaner name, you know. So he's completely ignored the cutter. Not even that fond of the sinker. Really just change up and knuckle curve. 2-1. I think the Twins will keep selling. I mean, one guy I think they could look to sell. I can't remember if this is the last year of his deal, but I think that a lot of teams would be interested in Kenta Maeda. He started the year, he wasn't 100%, I don't think, and he missed some time. He went down to the minor leagues, but now for like the last month, Maeda's been pitching really well. And I think if someone's looking for a 4th or 5th starter, he'd be a great player to go after. But if Kenta has 2 years left, okay, then I'd almost want to just hold on to him because his contract is so reasonable. And the Twins expect to be competitive next year, so maybe you don't trade him then. We're developing patience. Please do not bring in Christian Javier. Why isn't he in the rotation? Now that I think about it, I don't think Javier's been starting for a while. What's his situation right now? Is he hurt? Because he's really good. Him, Valdez. I like those two a lot. Connor Joe down the line. It's foul. What settings do I use? Hall of Fame, and these are my settings. Directional, button, no PCI, which means I'm hitting X to hit. Just like when I was playing All-Star Baseball 2002 on the PlayStation. Hall of Fame. DJ Self is here. It's time to put on a show. We have Connor Joe, bases loaded. Nope. 3-1. What's he gonna give Connor Joe? Right down the middle, let's go! Base hit, center field will send home another runner. It's 3-0. Connor Joe comes through. RBI base hit. Fan favorite Connor Joe.
Number 3.
I was ready. Boston won. Wow. Go from almost a no-hit bid to losing the game. You're up 4-0 with a no-hitter. You expect to win that. Dom Nunez. See, now we've gotten a bit patient. 15-15 in this inning. Wanted him to prove he could throw it. This could be the last inning, though, for Lance McCullers. Very late, apparently.
Now batting, the center fielder, Rimo.
Ooh, looks like some action in the Toronto Mets game. DJ South, I appreciate you. Keep me up to date on what the Mets are doing. They're up 5-4, but I see the Jays got them juiced right now. Two outs. The Yankees are turning into the Chargers of the MLB. You ain't wrong. They're finding some absolutely, like, incredible Chargers-like ways to lose games in just the past 3 days. Tapia, base hit into right, but I'm not throwing, or I'm not testing that. That's so accurate, Rec.
Now batting, the left fielder, Sam.
The Yankees have become the Chargers. Thoughts on the PS5 being $1,000 right now? That's a ridiculous price. Is it going up? I got mine 6-7 months ago. I thought by now you'd walk into Target and buy one. McCullers needs an out here badly. Buy a PC instead if you can get your hands on a graphics card. Now, I get that the top-end graphics cards are pretty ridiculously priced, but hasn't that also affected the mid-range? Like, what do I have in mind? I have like a 2080 Super, I don't know. I have like a decent mid-tier card in mind. I think it's a 2060 Super, 2080 Super. It's one of those. Full count. Nowhere to put them. Three and two. Right down the middle and through. Hilliard. Base hit to score. Wow, what an inning. Again, I'm making him throw it right down the middle. And that is going to be it. Now I want to figure out exactly what my my card is, because I keep forgetting.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 53.
2060 Super, yep. All right, here's Christian Javier. And the inning is not done. Maybe I should look at the first pitch when a new pitcher comes in. I'm swinging, though. Javier Baez, Christian Javier, head-to-head here in the fourth inning. That's right. Nope. You think the Yankees would actually trade Stanton at the deadline? He's got to still have a lot of time left on that deal. You think anybody would want it? Could handle that salary? Where would he go, though? Ooh, nice pitch. I'll tell you what would be a cool spot, though. This is just like, you know, as a baseball fan, what I think would be fun. Imagine the Giants bring in Stanton. They have a really good team, obviously. But imagine they bring in someone like Stanton in that outfield. I think they'd be able to, you know, easily find a spot for him to play. You got Yastrzemski, Alex Dickerson might be the odd man out there. I think they're playing Lamont Wade at first base every day. But imagine him on, like, the Giants. That would be incredible. Don't sleep on the Giants doing something, though, because you got that competitive NL West. Like, someone's going to make a move out of those three teams, I feel. I don't think that they'd add Stanton. I just think it'd be really fun to imagine if he was there for the rest of the season. I don't think the Yankees could get anybody to take him without absorbing. The Yankees could, like, cover a bunch of the salary or something, right? There's got to be a way around that. That's a nice cutter. Yeah, I guess not having the DH would be an issue, too. Maybe it's not as interesting as I thought. Wow, battle back here. We're going to get Alvarez. I do not think the Twins can make the playoffs. Maybe in 2022. They're just not good enough. Meanwhile, we have 35 pitches for Derek Rodriguez. I think I've looked at about 100 pitches today as a hitter through 4 innings. Thanks for Nelson Cruz, by the way. Yeah. I mean, I was okay with that one. I mean, I'd like to see Cruz get a ring. And I think that it's a great team for him to go to. I talked about it a bit earlier. Like, he's a real stabilizer in that inconsistent lineup, I feel. That is 4 good innings here for Derek Rodriguez. I think the Twins did get a pretty good return too, especially considering Cruz could easily come back next year. Like, someone in the media already asked him if he'd be interested in going back to the Twins next year, and he said he would. Now, of course, a lot can happen here in 2 months with the Rays. You know, there's no emotional investment when you're just traded to a team. They go on a run. He likes it there, wants to stay. You know, things can change in a few months. But, I mean, they have one of their prospects, Joe Ryan, I believe. I think he's pitching in the Olympics. They got 2 guys, though, that are probably going to be called up by the end of the year to pitch in the big leagues. And I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing them pitch this year. Do the Cowboys have a real shot to win the Super Bowl? I mean, I think that they definitely have a shot to be in, like, the divisional round or something. I'm a little concerned about the defense. I'm not, like, a big Mike McCarthy guy. I love the offense. I love Dak and the receiving core. Can't repeat this at bat. Betts going on the injured list. Hopefully nothing serious. I know that he hasn't been in that lineup, and they've been batting Chris Taylor lead off. Nope. I want to know what the Cowboys are doing defensively because they have more linebackers than anybody plays. In today's league, you need like 1.5 linebackers. I'm not even going to say you need 2. You need like a guy who only covers and then a 3-down guy. Once you have those guys, I think you're set. So like when the Vikings had Eric Kendricks, all-around great player, Eric Wilson, strictly coverage guy, you're fine. But the Cowboys have too many linebackers. Nice. He's been playing edge rusher in camp. Are they going to play Micah Parsons like he's Jamal Adams? Yeah, there's got to be one that's got a foot out the door already. They like their linebackers in Dallas, though, that's for sure. Two on, nobody down. Twins still down 3-2 in the 8th. Ah, I was late. Still get the base hit, though. All right, I have not hit anything with Adam Duvall. Will that change finally? Yeah, 13 balls to 8 strikes for Javier. I went power swing there, 2-0. Couldn't connect. But in the story of his season, 2-1. Was that good timing? Early? Yeah, I can be early on that pitch and hit it. I just didn't. Yeah, I'm glad Lamont Wade's doing well with the Giants. The Twins messed up by trading him. A walk again, and a run scores. And they're loaded up again for Connor Joe.
Now batting, number 20.
All right, hitting .323 on the season. Connor Joe, what do you got? Ooh, a little aggressive. Oh man, no, 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 Connor Joe, what happened? 0-2 now. That's a really good pitch. If you're just tuning in, we are obviously up 6-0 here. Started this off with a Javi Baez home run. And then we just had a really good 4th inning, a couple walks, some timely hitting, working some counts. Connor Joe had a 2-run single, same with Sam Hilliard. And now a full count to Connor Joe. We've already seen 3 walks this inning. I'm getting incredibly lucky. 3 and 4 there were called balls. I mostly do normal swing, probably 90% of my swings. This is going to be a normal swing if I swing at all. Ah, I have to go after it.
Now batting, number 3.
Ooh. Out in front of the slider there. Ooh, I was way early on that. I'm letting a few too many of these go, probably. Eventually, that's going to get a call. Up the middle with Nunez, and that's how you get out of the jam. Wow, a strikeout and a double play. All right, and I'm only 40 pitches into this with Derek Rodriguez. So I called him up because he's been playing well at AAA, sent down Chichi Gonzalez. And this has been, like, oddly one-sided.
The right fielder, number 30.
He's pitching really, really well. I want to see this 12-6. Here's the cutter away. Well, that's consistent. That's consistent. Forgot how to say it for a minute. That's consistent with the strike zone we've seen today, though. So I can't be mad. I don't know who that is, Colton. I appreciate the super chat, but I have not been following, and I'm not aware of who that is. Everything's going where I want it. Like, I'm not used to that with this team. Now, that one missed. Clearly. Catcher is calling for the 12-6. Trust the catcher, right? He can control it today. I'm going to throw a cutter. Reed Detmers. I'm not very familiar, unfortunately. All right, we lost him with a walk. 2 prospects for the Angels. Ooh. I'm telling you, the Angels could use a boost. They should probably call up somebody soon. I think I've heard that name before. Alright, now the control is starting to go a little bit. Uh-oh, in the air, out to left field, back at the wall, high off of it, and a run is going to score. We're chasing this one like 100 feet back to the infield. Alright, nice hit.
First baseman, number 8,
Jed Jerko. Hey. See you later.
The catcher, number 9.
Mets are close to winning this game against the Blue Jays.
Pena.
Ooh, missed that one. Taco Bell time. What's your order, Colton? What do you got? Crunchwrap Supreme. I'm really liking Derek Rodriguez in this start. This is easily the best he's ever played for us. And that's a strike 3. Inning over. It's 6-1 Colorado. Thoughts on Milwaukee winning the championship? I thought that was pretty cool. I thought the Suns were going to win it at first, personally, but happy for Giannis. And in this era of super teams, didn't expect this playoffs, this finals. So someone just asked about the Broncos franchise. So I mentioned this in my last stream, but I've done enough episodes now to take a look at some of the data there with watch time and audience retention and just see what people think of those videos, and they've consistently performed worse and worse. And so I don't really feel like there's a ton of interest for what the series has kind of become. Tapia turns on it, hits it down the line, and it's going to be extra bases off the wall. Tapia just keeps hitting. So what I'm thinking right now with the Broncos franchise is that we call an audible and we get into wrap-up mode for the series. And I think what we should do is get on stream and this might take a couple of streams, it probably would, and start doing some more longer term sims, and then maybe watching like Super Bowls play out with whoever's in them. Because it just felt like, not even just feels like, it did feel like this, but the numbers also indicate, you know, interest isn't really there for it right now compared to the other stuff I'm working on. Like less likes, comments, audience retention, watch time. Like I can go on any of my videos and see when people are basically clicking off, like as a percentage. How many are watching to the end? How many are even making it halfway into the video? And the videos just weren't performing very well. So I think that the best thing to do now to make sure we have a proper ending for the series is to obviously get through a bunch of years, but I like to do it live and still watch maybe the Super Bowls play out for it. At least some of them. So that'd be a project I look to work on. I know a lot of you did like it, but I think that's best for it right now with Madden 22 approaching. Baez into center. Should get to third base.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
All right, Ryan McMahon, RBI opportunity. If I don't swing at that. Javier's thrown a lot of pitches today. I might check out 2K when it's new this year, and ideally I'd like to check out like all the sports games this year. Like I want to play NHL, I want to see what FIFA's up to, just to mess around a little bit and have some fun. And that would probably be stream stuff, because I need like a comment section there to guide me a little bit and answer questions in real time. McMahon in the air, but that is an easy play. Do I think there will be a super mega football game? I don't think there's any reason to think that there would be. And the studio got acquired by EA, I imagine, to get some baseball in their portfolio. I'm interested in what they end up doing. And just a little bit before they were acquired by EA, I kept thinking to myself, like, why doesn't MLB get them to make RBI Super Mega Baseball or something? Because Super Mega Baseball with the Major League Baseball license would be really intriguing. It's a great baseball game. I'm telling you though, if EA joins the MLB game with Metalhead, who makes Super Mega Baseball, I think that's it. That's done for RBI baseball.
Now batting, number 3.
They can survive because there are only 2 games right now. If they have to be third in a 3-team race, I don't think they have any market share at that point. Although they do sell their game for like 20, 30 bucks. So as a budget title, they have that edge. Super Mega Baseball's last game sold for $45. That's in the air to center, and it is no problem for Tapia. I'm not mad at that. Or that. What a start for Derek Rodriguez, coming from AAA and shutting down the Astros offense. What about a slugfest reboot? I'd love to see, you know, one of those arcadey baseball games too. I mean, that entire segment of the sports genre has just gone away in the past decade. Yep, Texans playoffs on the second channel after I'm done streaming today. Yes, it's done. Backyard sports reboots, that would be fantastic. Two and two. Ooh. You know, I can't go a game without an extra base hit from Fuentes. But I might today. What was my timing on that? Okay. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. I want to make sure I got somebody warming up, though. Yeah, bullpen is looking good. Mets win it? There you go. Who pitched today? Was Rich Hill today? Ooh. Come on, Brendan. Hitting 247. 3 homers on the year. I thought it was really interesting that the Mets' first move was to get a pitcher. The move people keep talking about that I think would be really fun would be if they added Chris Bryant. I'd love to see Chris Bryant join that team. Get one more legit hitter there. I know they're getting everybody healthy back. Like, they got Nimmo back, and I've always liked Brandon Nimmo. You know, I forgot that they haven't had Lindor recently. Tomorrow is a doubleheader versus the Braves. That'll be a big series. Ooh. Three and two with Connor Joe on deck. Oh, I screwed that up just late. Or just early. That contact made me think it was just late. Drilled. Duvall in the corner. Finally! What a homer. On a line. Right to the foul pole. I brought him in to hit lefties. That's the first home run I've hit with him, whether it be in the real games or spring training. We've been waiting for that one. Change up over the middle. 8-1 Rockies. Connor Joe. Lynn versus Woodruff tonight. Ooh. We just had Rodon versus Burns. That's pretty good pitching matchups on back-to-back nights. No, don't hit Connor Joe. Helps the on base though.
Number 3.
I want out of this at bat. Maybe. Nunez lefty, or let's go Jose Peraza. Then I'll play Elias Diaz in the field.
Please. Pinch hitting for the Rockies.
Texans Raiders after the stream. In the air, left center field, Peraza flying out. Yep, MVP Baseball let you storm the mound there when you were hit. They had manager ejections. It was like a little mini game. You'd tap a button for like how intense your argument is, and like the more intense, the more likely it would be you'd be thrown out. Oh no, what'd the Angels do? They're up 5-2 now. That guy, Brandon Marsh, he's got some hair. He's got long hair and a massive beard. Filthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th. Your attention, please. A defensive team.
All right, we're going to see if Derek Rodriguez can get through a 7th inning. If not, we do have Scott Oberg getting up. Yeah, it's been an oddly consistent strike zone, though. Like, the close ones are not strikes today. And the thing is they've been more willing to swing at those borderline pitches than I think I have. And they just haven't done anything with them. Base hit Bregman.
Now back, second baseman.
We'll see if we can get out of this. Popped up by Altuve on the first pitch. Who's the MVP so far in this game?
The right fielder.
Ooh, who do you give it to? Because Rodriguez is doing well. And then the offense has been a whole team effort. Probably Rodriguez. Come on. One for sure. Double play to end the inning. We're playing good defense too. Like, this is not a normal game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros. Number 63, Sean Doolittle.
That was a really nice double play. To the 8th inning we go.
Leading off for the Rockies, the left fielder, Sam Hilliard.
154 against lefties. Trying to help out that average a little bit. 250 total on the year. I'm reading the scoreboard in right field. 5 homers and 104 at-bats. Oh. Lefty sliders are the worst to deal with.
The batter, number 9,
Oh, and 2 quickly here to Javi Baez. I don't use quick counts here in this series. I never have. I only have in the Rule 5 series. Not what I'm looking for here. I want the full experience. Ah. Oh, the full manage option. I think I've checked it out before, but it's not really a time saver. It's just a way to control the game, but still watch it play out in full. It's kind of cool, but maybe not for me. Remember, McMahon, really good lefty-lefty power. If I can hit the ball, Doolittle's actually pitching competitive. Three fastballs up and in. Slider low and away. Haven't had the best timing on his stuff. Ah. I was waiting for the slider the whole at bat. Oh well. Alright, let's keep Rodriguez out there. This is an incredible outing. We have bottom of the order here. Oh, I'd love to see the XFL come back. I mean, I was a big fan of it. The PJ Walker show, of course. Because of when it runs, you know, in like that late winter, early spring, I don't see why it couldn't survive. And the thing is, too, is they were using, you know, they were on big networks with the same broadcast teams that do NFL games. It was a good product. If there was a way to do this without sending a chat, I would. You deserve this simply for making the content that you do. I appreciate that, Jake. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy the content. It's been a good day here in the stream. 8-1 over Houston. And after this, I'm looking to get in a game against the Braves. Play against Trevor Story. Not sure I can play this well again. What'd they do now? Jack Mayfield? Sorry, I have the Twins on my other monitor, and I'm just watching them fall apart. They hit a home run, leadoff home run with Max Kepler, and then Brent Rooker went yard. Haven't scored since. They're losing 6-2. That might be it for Rodriguez here, but that's a fantastic outing. His first at the big league level this season. Let's bring in Oberg and then maybe give Gomber the 9th. Diaz just hit a homer in real life. Let's go, Colorado. Who pitches today for the Dodgers?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 45, Scott Over.
Yep, this is the newest MLB game.
Nope, ball one.
Oh boy, that's in the dirt. Good block. Really want to keep these runs from scoring, make it only a 1-run allowed start for Rodriguez. But Oberg misses, and 3-1 here to Brantley. He walked him on 5. I like the Nelson Cruz trade. Thought the Twins got a lot in return. You know, a couple solid pitching prospects. Cruz goes to a solid team. I like the fit there. Yeah, I think that the NL West and the AL East are going to be a lot of fun to watch here in the second half. Wow, a base hit into right. That was a really good pitch, too. I'm not sure how he did that. Bases loaded, 1 down here. This is not over as we face Yordan Alvarez. That was such a good pitch, too. Like, slider right on the corner, and he hit it that hard. That's ridiculous. Get someone warm. Uh, 2-0. Three and 0 to Yordan Alvarez. Bregman on deck. Oh no. 4-pitch walk.
Up next to the Astros, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Popped up. Whoa. I actually threw one a bit elevated there. He couldn't locate anything low.
Now batting, the second baseman,
But now Altuve. How's the bullpen doing?
Altuve.
I'm not putting in Gomber. Yeah, we talked briefly about Buxton. I really hope they can figure it out eventually, but this isn't a good sign. I really want them to sign him long term and not screw this up. Elevating the ball a little bit more is making him so much better. Alright, I'm going to try a fastball up and in here. 2-2. How do you not swing at that? How do you look at that pitch? 3-2. Oh boy. Here's the slider, 3-2. Oh my, come on. Fastball. Popped him up. Just like Bregman. That could have been a lot worse. All right, to the 9th we go.
Now pitching for the Astros,
Oh, you like the low pitches? I like pitches up. We're going to sit down Gomber, and I want to make sure we have 2 pitchers warm. Carlos Estevez on the mound. I don't play Diamond Dynasty, Baylor. I don't actually have any cards. Well, I'm sure I have a team because I got in there for like 2 seconds one day. think I was playing something with a friend. Fuentes! That was my chance.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Brendan Rodgers.
Twins down 4 in the 9th inning. They're done. No sliders. I have not had to mess with sliders in MLB. I don't see the need. Really enjoy the game the way it is. How do you pull up the quick menu? Up on D-pad. If you go down on D-pad, you can call time. If you're pitching, that's where you can handle your shifting and defensive alignment. Hall of Fame difficulty. I think the power potential on this team is pretty good. Like, I don't think we have a lot of 30 home run potential guys. Like, to me, Rodgers is going to be, you know, if he ends up reaching his potential, he's going to put in, you know, hitting 285 with 25 home runs. That's where I see him. I think, you know, Fuentes could be in a similar spot. Hilliard, maybe in that tier as well. But nobody that I think reaches like Arenado or Story's level. That's what I'm trying to figure out with my draft picks. Best hitter? Baez. Javi Baez. We signed him in the offseason and has not disappointed. So I hit that home run with Duvall. Let's see if that just opens everything up for the rest of the year. Chandler Jones requesting a trade I thought was kind of a surprise. You know, it's supposed to be him and J.J. Watt on that defense this year, but probably just a contract dispute. And now Connor Joe. I don't steal a lot of bases with Hampson and Hilliard because their stealing ratings are actually very bad. They don't get a good jump. But I've been taking larger leads with them and stealing a bit more. I like to steal a lot more bases with them for sure. Connor Joe over to short. Oh, couldn't play it. That'll be an error. I think. Yeah. Elias Diaz, the catcher. Maybe we're not done. My favorite in real life teams are all the Minnesota teams. I'm a Minnesota sports fan. Which means I only have fun sometimes. But I'm used to it. If it weren't for video game sports, I don't know what I'd do. Twins just lost. Estevez has been tough. Which Minnesota team is going to win a championship first? If there was a team that was going to win it, I think it would have to be the Vikings. They're the only team that I think in Minnesota that... I think they try harder than any other team in the state to win championships. I would certainly pick them over all the other teams. they've gotten closer than all the others. They go after the big free agents. They do what they got to do in the offseason. They try.
Leading up for the Astros.
Sometimes I forget about the quick menu.
The right fielder.
All right, we're going to go Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Your attention, please. Now,
After years, I finally switched from zone to directional. I'm having a ton more success. Zone was tough for me. I tried for a long time and finally decided, you know what? I'm going to hit X again. And that's what made me enjoy the show again, because I tried to be like an analog hitter and everything and do all that more modern stuff, but I was so bad at it. I just want to read the pitch and hit X. You know, I feel good about the Vikings this year. Under Zimmer, they have been kind of an every other year team. But last year, I mean, they were one win away from being a playoff team. And they did that with, like, an injury-riddled defense, rookie cornerbacks, another terrible offensive line. And they lost some heartbreaking games to the Colts and Seahawks early. So, I mean, that's what... They were a 7-9 team with all that stuff happening. They've done a really good job this year at the defense. They're going to get Danielle Hunter back, Eric Kendricks back, Anthony Barr. They add Patrick Peterson, Dalvin Tomlinson. The defense should be no worse than average. And I have high hopes for the offense, building upon a year ago after what they did in the draft with Darisaw and Wyatt Davis to maybe finally solve the O-line issues. That sounded like a trash can. Bounced off the Astros trash can back into the field of play. Unbelievable moment here at Minute Maid. Texans franchise after the stream, indeed. Yes. So to me, I think the Vikings are, you know, I see them winning 9 or 10 games, being a wild card team, and that's assuming Rodgers and Devontae Adams play this year. I don't think they're better than the Packers. I think they could be, but I think if you play the season 10 times, I think the Packers win the division like 5 or 6 times out of those 10, and then the Vikings win it like 2 or 3, and same with the Bears. So I still think they have to be a wild card team. Into center field. Not too bad. A win for the Rockies, 8-3. That was a lot of fun. Hit a couple home runs in this one, had a couple nice innings, and a great pitching performance from Derek Rodriguez. No, I don't play all 162. I play... I'm not even sure how many I play.
For the victorious Rockies, 8 runs.
I'll probably end up playing close to 20 or 30 this year, depending on how good we are and how fast I want to simulate through.
For the Astros, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base.
Alright, so let's go back to the scouting here and make sure this is going well. That needs more time. This one can probably be done. Trying to get these to be green and then move on to more players. I think I'll have more players to choose from this year in the draft, which I'm looking forward to. Alright, so we just took 2 of 3 against the Astros, and now we take on the A's again. Get a win here with Andrew Heaney pitching. We win it in extras. 3-2. That's probably Heaney's best start, or one of them. And a win over Oakland, 11-2. Okay. Another dominant performance here. Peraza started 3 hits, 6 RBIs. Peraza hit 2 home runs. Wow. Tapia, Baez, and McMahon all go yard. Marquez, 8 innings, 11 strikeouts. Whoa. Playing some good baseball. Let me check the scouting again. Casilla. Alright, that's good. That one's done. And the starting pitcher here. We have enough data, I would say. Yeah, I think I'll definitely have a good player pool here. Here's how many players I have scouted fully and then partially. We have the first pick in the draft too, so you want to make sure that one really counts. I should probably get around to scouting a few more lower potential players that'll be maybe available in the later rounds. All right. Which game do we want here? John Gray versus Ian Anderson, or Yanni Chirinos versus Huascar Yanoa, who was in the Twins organization? Appreciate everybody that's been watching here today. Over 500 people in the stream. If you haven't already done so, please leave a like. Chirinos, Yanni, Gray, Ian. All right. The John Gray game here, as we have won 4 in a row, will be the game we play now. $25-13. This is a good Braves team we're up against here, keep in mind. And we're in Coors. And everybody's fresh after the off day. Hey, Hampson's brought up the average a little bit. McMahon, not as much. Let's go Fuentes over McMahon. All right. We're 16th right now in home runs. 24th in ERA. It's trending better. Philly's interested in Buxton. I bet every team is interested in Buxton. Please don't trade him.
And now, your 2022 Colorado.
Also, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, and if you want notifications when I go live with these streams or post new episodes, you can hit the bell. Thank y'all for being here today, and if you want more content when the stream is over, I will be posting a video on the second channel, MrHurriicane LP, with the Texans franchise big playoff episode going up. And the day starts with a base hit to center field. This is a really good offense. Steven Duggar with a base hit, new leadoff hitter for them, and now Ryan Goins. Freddie's gone, by the way. Freddie Freeman's with the Nationals in this series because they had to set aside some money to sign somebody else. And that somebody else is somebody Rockies fans will be familiar with, and he bats fourth. Thought he might bat third, but it's Ronald Acuna. Wade's gone yard twice today. Another brilliant move by the Twins to trade him for, I think it was Sean Anderson. They let him pitch about 5 innings and said, yeah, we saw enough. He's gone. Nice. Good comeback. John Gray pitching in real life? Well, let's go. He's done a good job in the series for us this year. That is not where I wanted that. I wanted it low away, and it went up and in. 14th of the year for Ronald Acuna. Nationals just got swept by the O's. Should they sell at all? I think you got to make that big decision on Scherzer. Because you know you're not giving up, you know, Soto, Turner, Schwarber. But do you try to trade Scherzer? Because even, you know, that team could use more than what they have. I think a Scherzer trade kind of makes some sense. Trevor Story. We're pitching against him for the first time here in the series. There he is. Last year, a Silver Slugger Award winner. Only 5 home runs on the season. The OPS is still, you know, at 900 roughly. It's actually not his first stat. An absolute moonshot. Did that land yet? That ball was absolutely destroyed. That is one of the biggest home runs I think that's been hit off me in this game. This ball's trajectory. That's in the back row. So it's not the best first inning here for John Gray. 440 to left. By the way, Story now with 6 home runs on the season. We still have a lot of innings to go. But yeah, Story would have actually played some games against the Rockies in last season. strikeout of Riley to end the inning. But we're going to need the bats to be ready today if we're going to make this competitive. We're facing Ian Anderson. Now, we do have Raimel Tapia, who is hot right now at the plate. We've been waiting for some players to get out of these cold streaks, and he's one of the only players who's had a hot streak this year. I can see the Royals doing some trading. Yeah, Merrifield, maybe. Carlos Santana, I could see that. I also wonder about Danny Duffy. Three and one. Right down the middle. Tapia drills it to center field. Base hit. Tapia lost that leadoff spot last year. Just wasn't hitting that well, but he's back. And you know, with this inconsistent offense, I want a couple of guys who it's like, I know he's probably not going yard that much, but we need some contact guys like Tapia. Now, you hope that a contact guy hits more than 240, but he's trending in the right direction. Oh, Duffy's hurt? Okay. The Story home run just landed. Now, can StatCast give us hang time on that? Oh, a no trade clause? I had no idea. I think he'd waive it. In the right situation. Two and two. 3 and 2 now. Baez on deck. He has 12 homers, only 24 RBIs. Someone get him some runners on base. I'm trying to do that. Two on. Everyone gets the clause for 10 years service time, 5 for one team. Really? I didn't even know about that rule. And I didn't know Duffy's been pitching for that long either. Wow. Here's Javi. 2 on, nobody down. Outside. I'm back, miss much. What did you miss? When did you leave, Pat? Because we wrapped up that first game. I think you were here for part of it. Baez over to third. They're going to get 1 and 2. Not great.
Third baseman.
Fuentes in the air out to left center. This one's back and it is gone. Sadly, it comes after the double play, but we just can't have an episode without Josh Fuentes getting extra base hits. Oh, up until the 7th? So they had 1 inning where they had a rally against us. They had a chance to get back in the game, and we got 2 big pop-ups. We ended up winning that game 8-3. In this one, Acuna took us yard, and then Story hit an absolute missile out of the park. He hit it 440 to left field. Back row. Nolan telling him the secrets. We'll go with that as the story. Josh Fuentes doing a pretty good job. He's doing what I thought we'd be doing with Ryan McMahon. Only 195 on the year. I'm batting Fuentes over him now because I just think he's earned it more. Oh yeah, we not only did we win that series against the Astros, but we simmed 2 against the A's and won those. A 2-game series. Nice pitch. You should do a video looking up obscure baseball rules. It would go on for hours. I'm sure it would. Baseball's got the most obscurity.
Leading off for the Braves, the catcher, Trevor.
What's interesting too is that every ballpark has their own kind of like what is in play ruling. Like it's all defined, and you have to go over it when you're a visiting team to know. I forget what they call the rules, but outfielders got to be aware of a lot of weird stuff at certain parks. What is a balk? I'm not sure how to really define it, but it's like when the pitcher makes a move towards the plate with runners on base and then does not follow through with an actual pitch. It's treated as an illegal deceptive maneuver, and anybody on base is awarded the base in front of them. So if you're motioning towards the plate, which is defined by like your front leg moving forward, and then you end up throwing over to third base or first base, that's considered illegal. Or if you don't step off the rubber the right way. They don't happen a lot. Typically it's the inexperienced pitchers. Nice.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 36, Ian Anderson.
Whenever you see a balk, you're almost surprised at it. But I think what I see on a weekly basis multiple times that I still can't get over is like outfielders that don't communicate and have like collisions. Like I'm surprised that happens as much as it does at the major league level. It just happened last night in the Yankees-Red Sox game. Red Sox would have tied the game if the ball wasn't caught, but there was a play down the right field line where there was a collision. I think it was right field. Well, that stuff happens a lot. Better second inning. That could be the case, RJ.
Leading off for the Rockies, the right fielder, number 1.
And with how often teams, you know, are at times playing guys in new spots, like, not everybody has communicated with each other much, and usually it's not a problem. But every week you're going to see a collision that ends up leading to, like, a run scored or something. Two and one. Nice. If a player or manager get ejected, they are allowed to sit in the crowd if they change into street clothes and are a great distance from the dugout or bullpen. That's a defined rule. What do they consider to be a great distance? Can you imagine like a manager being ejected early in the game and he comes back in street clothes and he's got like a big foot-long corn dog sitting in the first row behind home plate? Hampson out to right center. That one is off the wall and he is going to go for 3. Hampson leadoff triple in the second inning.
Batting 7, the second baseman.
Now I want a foot-long corn dog. Alrighty, let's tie this game up. Rogers in the air to right center field. Not enough. Thought initially it was going to go far enough. When's the deadline, by the way? 31st? End of July every year? I'm hoping there's some action. I hope that Byron Buxton is not a part of it. Whoops. Hey Cass, how you doing? I'm glad you can make it to the stream. If you're new around here, I am MrHurriicane. I play all sports games here, mostly Madden and MLB, and I like franchise mode. Maybe a little too much. Go for as realistic an experience as I can, and like to rebuild teams that aren't very good. Strike 3. Anderson might get out of this. I don't trust myself to bunt well enough. But now I got John Gray. Man. I'm going to make him throw me a couple strikes. Yeah, I don't really bunt that well. Would love a walk here. How generous is Ian Anderson feeling today? Green 1. Not swinging. It's right down the middle. All right. Yep, Texans after the stream, after this game here against Atlanta. Lead off triple and get nothing. Alrighty, to the 3rd inning now. Back to the top of the order. It was trouble last time. Would I ever play F1 or FIFA? I'd love to check out FIFA this year, and I'm not against racing games either. I'd love to do some racing content. I'm really excited for the new Gran Turismo. I've never played F1, but I would not be against trying it out. And I really like the Forza games. I don't think I could have tagged on that first one, and the throw was perfect. It wasn't hit all that deep. I could have tried to bunt him home, but did not. Horizon 5 looks amazing. I like to do some racing streams sometime. Ah, that's a tough one right there.
Up next for Atlanta, the second baseman, Ryan.
I need that one. Two strikes. Would love to see you try your hand at iRacing. Now, I love sim sports, but I don't know if I could handle iRacing. I've never played it. In the air to center, and this one's going back. Tapia, can he catch up to it? Nope! Off the wall. I thought he'd get to it. This is bad. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I gotta think about getting some racing content, even just a little bit. This is not looking like a great game right now. You want me to throw the curveball? I'm willing to throw the curveball now. That's not where I wanted it. Come on. Acuna's gone yard twice. I'm trying to throw it out of the zone. I'm not trying to throw the curveball for a strike. No, I get that the other things would make the pitching more accurate. The thing is I want the pitching to be ratings-based and the control to be dependent on the pitchers and how good they are with those individual pitches. Because I think at times when I'm doing a good job with the meter, you know, the pitcher almost doesn't matter. And I enjoy the challenge more pitching this way because I have to realize, like, okay, if he misses this pitch, it's probably gone. Do you still trust him to throw it? And so it makes my pitchers matter a lot more. At least we got Story out. Looking like a short outing here for John Gray. I might give him the fourth, but he's definitely not getting a third trip through. I'm willing to throw the curveball now. Will be set at his eulogy. I mean, I was trying to throw it low and away to see if I might get a chase. It was an 0-1 count. I'm trying to throw it out here. And to be fair, Nunez wanted me to throw it the first pitch. Ooh. I haven't checked the waiver wire this year. No, I will after this game. How about that? Come on. End the inning. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Nate, if that would help it stay down or what. I don't typically hold it for many pitches. I wasn't sure if that would cause them to overthrow it. At least we end the inning after a second Acuna home run. That's the last curveball I'm throwing to Ronald Acuna, by the way. Not that it will matter. But it's the last one in like the history of time that I will throw to Ronald Acuna. All right, 6-2. What do we got? I believe in this offense. Pulled this one to the right side and out. Could not get a great swing that at bat with Tapia. How about Sammy Hilliard? Ah, right to short. They're all cheering for Story. All right, Baez. Probably going to go with power swinging here. Two and 0. Definitely going power swing now. Got to give me something. And he did. Three and one. That was not missed by much. I was very early. I realized that my my camera's in the way. I'm trying to think if there's anything better I can do. Like against as a right-handed hitter, yeah, putting my camera above the scoreboard would be fine. But then it would be kind of blocking the lefty hitters a little bit. A little bit late. Didn't get enough. Alrighty. Thank you, Noah. Glad you like the content. Into left field. Easy play. One down. Plan is to hopefully get John Gray through this. Then Castellani comes in for long relief. Nice catch, Baez. I can't let Gray pitch against the top of the order again. You know, I think instead of Castellani next inning, I want Sir Anthony Dominguez. Because my plan there is I want his strikeout stuff against the top of their order and then do Castellani after him. Just because of where their order is at. Ooh, Daniel Lynch having a good day? 8 scoreless, no walks against Detroit. Not bad. Is Gray on the trade block? I don't know. It depends how good I feel about the guys coming up. Can we just strike him out already? He's the pitcher. Good eye, Ian Anderson. There we go. There hasn't been a single no-hitter since the sticky stuff ban? No, I think there has been. There was the combined no-hitter I think the Cubs had a little bit ago. And then a few close calls. There was one, you know, Patrick Sandoval was 2 outs away last night. A couple close ones, but yeah. The baseball's been more fun to watch, I think, ever since the crackdown, for sure. We didn't do anything with the prospects earlier, Braven. We're going to check on them after this. Well, I mean, we brought up Derek Rodriguez, and he's been fantastic. We had a great pitching performance with him earlier. Against a team that's not easy to pitch against. In Houston. Anderson's starting to find that rhythm now. I thought he was out. Was he safe? You got like 12 seconds. I think there's only like a 6-second delay or something like that. He's safe. Okay. I thought he was out. I wasn't going to challenge it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rockies are challenging the previous play.
Can I get a wild card? I don't think we're good enough to get to a wild card this year. I just want to see some improvement for the team. Do I think Rocco should stay as Twins manager? I would give Rocco another year, personally. That might fall in. Tough one.
The batter, number 1.
Garrett Hampson now. Had a triple earlier. I really hope the Twins do not trade Buxton. I don't think they will. If they do, it's not going to be an in-season trade. It would definitely be in the off-season. Three and two. Rogers on deck. We can go all day here. 7 pitches to Hampson. Here's number 8. Drilled it left center field. Get going. Down in the corner, and that is a ground rule double, and that's going to keep McMahon from scoring. Man, I was already sending him home. All right, Brendan Rodgers, big chance. On the ground, we'll get 1. Yeah, that contact was a perfect swing. The Hampson hit, that was close with Rodgers. And now Nunez. Base hit definitely gets a run. Ah, could be 2-0. That was just early on that one. 1-2. Almost hit him. No quick counts. Nope. Not in this franchise. In my other one, that's less serious, I have quick counts on. 3 and 2. Oh, man. I don't look at that pitch too often, that's for sure. All right, bullpen time. Like I said, I want to try something in this inning. I want to go Sir Anthony Dominguez, get the strikeout pitcher up to face the top of their order, and then we'll go long relief.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
I think it's our best chance to keep this game close. So just 4 innings here for John Gray. He gave us a couple really good outings earlier in the season. And now his last couple have not been very good. There's 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ryan Joey.
Nice. Just trying to set up the slider. Don't worry about it. Too low. Oh yeah, we brought him in because we knew we'd see this triple-digit fastball, and we needed someone to call on when the bases are loaded, and you got to get that strikeout. Unfortunately here, you know, I think with us already being down, you know, 6-3 and the top of their order doing all the damage, it was the time to bring him in. And now we got Ronald Acuna, who has gone yard twice today. And we're still going to pitch to him. Hopefully a better result this time. .42 RBIs on the season. That's a lot already. Can't find the zone. If we walk him, oh well. And Thankfully, Dominguez doesn't have a curveball, but that is a base hit. Oh, he's trying to get to second. No! Come on! How does he turn that into a double?
The shortstop, Trevor.
Baez throwing off the bag, and we don't get the out. Trevor Story. Down the line, but foul. That's a good pitch. Would love the call there. Ooh. All right. I think you try to clock triple digits here. And you strike out Story to end the inning. All right, that was my plan to keep them from adding any more than 6. That worked. I will take him out, and I will put in Connor Joe. Thank you.
Your attention, please.
Thank you, Decanator. I appreciate that very much.
Number 20.
See you here all the time. Connor Joe in the game hitting .303. No. Right down the middle, good timing, but pop up. Yeah, Mariners franchise is pretty brutal. You hit with, you know, the top of the order, and you're like, yeah, this is okay. And then you're like, who are these other guys? A lot of work to do. Tapia, base hit, and maybe more. He's going around first base. That's a one-out double. I don't think I'll make any big moves with this team. Not in a position to do that yet. Yep, Texans episode after the stream. Ah, let that go. One and two to Sam Hilliard. No, chasing in the dirt. That curveball's nice. Fifth strikeout here for Anderson, and now it's Javi Baez time. Tapia's going to try to take third base. All right. All over that one. I was very early on it, though. Baez was a free agent coming off a down year, so we actually got him on a 3-year contract for $6.5 million a year, but that third year is a player option, so it's kind of a prove-it contract for him to build up his value again. Wow. And he's been proving it this year with the home runs. Ground ball over to short. Tough play Story from the outfield grass. Not in time. That wild pitch is pretty big now. 6-4. All right, Josh Fuentes at the plate. Down the line and foul. That one's inside. Wait. Called a strike? sending Fuentes, or sending Baez, and he's out. That's okay. I'll have a fresh at-bat with Fuentes next inning now. Now let's go to Castellani. Warm up O'Day.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 38. Ryan.
Now I'm hoping for 2 good innings out of Ryan Castellani. Nice first pitch. Yeah, the umpiring today is, there has been more misses than I'm accustomed to in this game. But, like, in the first game, it was really consistent across the board. They didn't get the calls. We didn't get the calls. And there have been some really surprising ones. That's gone. Home run. Ah, man. Well, I couldn't count on shutting them out the rest of the way. But you hope Castellani can still settle in for a little bit here. That was the first batter. Oh, you're thinking of Adam Dunn. Yeah, he just... home run or strikeout. And now everybody is kind of like that in today's MLB, it seems. If he makes contact, it's going a long way. Come on, Castellani. Might not have it today. Might only be a 1-inning outing for him. I need some strikes, though. Where are they? On the ground. Are you kidding me? A bailout double play 3-0? You're out of the lineup for a whole week after that one. One and one. Nope. Thankfully, it's the pitcher spot up next, but it might be a pinch hitter this time around. Over Castellani, in comes Rogers, and what happened? Okay. Ozzy Albies off the bench. Forgot about him. He was fun to watch mic'd up at the All-Star game. Go ahead. Shed Long Jr. has been one of your favorites to develop. Yeah, there are some fun players in that system. Shed Long, Taylor Trammell, obviously Jared Kelnick and Logan Gilbert.
The center fielder, number 8, Steven Jugger.
I'd have to guess that Camargo is playing second for them today if it was an off day for Albies. 0-2 curveball. How do you look at that? There you go. Oh yeah, Kyle Lewis. I love Kyle Lewis. Rookie of the Year winner. Yeah, Mariners rebuild. I mean, they have a fun system. The Marlins have a fun system. Part of why I picked the Rockies is because I wanted to build the system, not develop it. I want to develop it, but I want to build it first.
Leading off for the Rockies, the third baseman, Josh
Tatis or Betts? I'd probably take Tatis just because of the home runs and what he does offensively. And Betts is fantastic, one of the best players in the game. But I'll take the long ball from Tatis and the speed and great play at short. Ah, that's a good one, I guess. Yeah, sometimes with runners on base, it just doesn't go your way at times. That's just one of the things, though, about having a worse team. If you have Trey Mancini up, you're in a good spot. If not, maybe next time. Oh. Nice strikeout. They brought in Charlie Morton.
the first baseman,
Okay.
Ryan.
You just traded for Tatis in your Mets franchise? Who'd you give up? DeGrom, Lindor, Alonso, Seth Lugo, Edwin Diaz, and a first-round pick. I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, Mancini had a good derby. That was awesome.
Number 1.
Maybe no strikeout this time at least. We'll see. Hit the ball well with Hampson so far. Ah. A double and a triple. Have you guys seen Touki Toussaint in real life, by the way? We'll get to Touki Toussaint in the series again soon, I'm sure, but he just pitched today and had a really good outing against the Phillies. Unfortunately, no run support, so no win. All right, Charlie Morton has my number. Jeff McNeil, Dom Smith, and Ronnie Mauricio. Is he one of the top prospects? Out to deep left. Oh, I know. Salvi had a great run too or a great round in the Derby, but just a terrible draw. Do you like the head-to-head format, or do you like more of the just top 4 advance and the top 2 advance? Castellani versus Acuna. The Padres gave up James Shields for Tatis.
The shortstop, Trevor.
Really?
Your attention,
New pitcher for Story.
now pitching
We're not giving Acuna the curveball. Absolutely
number
not.
56, Darren. Okay.
One of the things, too, about that format, though, is because you only have to beat the player you're up against, as soon as you've scored more than them, you're done. So, if you want to break any records in the Derby, you really want to make sure you're batting first in your rounds and setting the bar. Because if all you have to do is clear the bar, well, then it's going to be tougher to set a record. All right, good 7th.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Leading off for the Rockies.
All right, down 3. More Charlie Morton here, and he could probably finish the game if I can't get my hitting together against him. Nah.
Now batting, number 3.
I'd take Buehler over Strasburg at this point. Yeah, and that it's timed instead of by outs. True. I was watching a home run derby video like in the last week, and I forgot like it was a format where it was all about outs. So you could let pitches go and everything, and it was a little more laid back, where now it's a very intense format. There's still pressure, but it's like timed, and I think that might be a little bit more difficult to deal with. There's a walk. All right, so runner on. I think I want to go with Charlie here.
Your attention, please.
Not starting and playing every day now. The numbers are just down, but
Charlie.
good contact hitter, and we'd love to get him on base here in the 7th. Way inside. That's what I was watching. I was watching Josh Hamilton's old derby. Charlie Blackmon off the bench, and that one is gone. 7-6. Wow. I sim a lot of games. I sim way more than I play. What a time for that. We have ourselves a game. We can work on the bat flip, though. New pitcher. Yes. Facing a lefty now. Rymel is 2 for 3.
The center fielder. Revolve.
So we got a cutter there, a fastball, and a change. Way inside. Pat Valaika has a signature bat flip. Is it in the game? Minter will blow this game in true Braves fashion. That's what we're hoping. I want the Georgia sports experience here. Georgia sports fans, like if you're a fan of the Hawks, the Falcons, the Braves, all those teams, you got it a lot like a Vikings and Minnesota fan. Maybe even worse. You expect at least one of those to go your way. But hey, I've been watching Minnesota sports for 21 years now. Last, you know, between the Twins, the Wolves, the Vikings, and the Wild, the last one to even make a championship was 91. That's when the Twins won their World Series. So last big Minnesota team there to make it to a championship. Not even win it, just make it, is 91. I was born in 92. So, my bad. Ruining that. I'm from Minnesota. I live in Texas now. Nice. Two and two to Hilliard. 3 and 2. Hopefully one day. All I want is one. Preferably from the Vikings. We draw the walk, though, back to back. Javi Baez, here we go. I should do a Kraken franchise. Man, I gotta check out NHL this year. Expansion team. I have to make sure I'm ready for when that comes out. Come on. I think everybody on YouTube is going to want to do a Kraken franchise, but I might have to check it out. No! Oh, and 2 to Baez. No! Change up. Got me out in front. Big strikeout for Minter. And now they're going to bring in Luke Jackson. Okay. Fuentes, 2 on, 2 down in the 7th. Down by 1. Way outside. So he's got a sweeping curve, a slider, and a fastball. 2-0. Base hit right field. We will not send Tapia. They're loaded for McMahon.
Now back, first baseman, Ryan McMahon.
0 for 3 on the day, hitting just 191 on the season. We have high hopes for him, but it's been a down year. Come on. I want to make sure my bullpen is set up the way I want it. I got Stevenson up. Okay. That should be good enough. I'll warm up Joe Smith too, just in case. Ryan McMahon versus Luke Jackson. Outside, ball 1. McMahon's hitting 0-2-5 with runners in scoring position. So what does that translate to? Like 1 for 25 or something horrible? Big swing and miss. I was late on that one. McMahon in the air, out to left field. This one goes back, and it is caught. Hit it pretty well, but Braves get out of the inning. It's a 1-run game going into the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
That's a 1 for 40.
number 29.
Not good. Trying to keep it a 1-run game now. 2-0. 3-0. 1 for 41 now. What do you even do in that situation? Do we send him down to AAA to see if he can get it on track? Probably need to consider it. Connor Joe can play first base. Wow. AAA might need to happen if he has options. I'm sure he has options. Now, there's still power to worry about even when it's not Acuna or Story, as Riley swings over the top. We have an 0-2. Nice pitch. That's Chris Davis bad. Yeah. Oh no. Last time Darno was at bat, runner on, 3-0 count against the pitcher who couldn't find the zone, and he grounded into a double play. No. He pump faked because I hit it twice, but he didn't throw it as soon as he got up. So I'm like, oh, it's ignoring my input. It was just a delayed animation. That's frustrating. Now we have to get Camargo. Right down the middle, and this one is deep to right. Back at the wall, and Tapia is going to have to play this one. They're loaded now with one down.
Now back, the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for Atlanta.
Let's bring in Joe Smith. Really good numbers on the year for Joe Smith. Big spot here. Can you get the ground ball when you need it? Quick 0-2 count. He is struggling with runners in scoring position. I tried to go up and in. I wanted it a bit more inside. Where'd it end up? Yeah, that's not where I wanted it.
The center fielder, number 8, Steven Duggar.
I'm not a Rockies fan, no. I'm a Twins fan. After that, I'm not even sure I'm a baseball fan anymore. I want that pitch back. Eleven to 6 Atlanta. You know, this reminds me a lot of a game I went to when I was younger. This must have been like 15 years ago or more. Twins were playing the Phillies, and they were down like 5-0 or something like that early on. And then they start pulling off a comeback. They get a home run from Joe Mauer. This was when he was really young. Then they get a home run from Lou Ford. Who knows who Lou Ford is? They end up getting the game tied up going into like the 9th inning. It's 6-6. Next thing I know, bases loaded, and Jim Thome hits a double, and the Phillies go on to win that game like 11-6. That was a tough one to stomach, too.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays. Number 55, Chris Martin.
Yes! Double!
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Trevor.
I'm not giving up. I believe in this team to hit a 2-run homer and a 3-run homer and make it a game again. Base hit! Hampson around third base. Yep, we're going home. That's the fastest run ever scored without a home run.
The batter, number 3.
11-7. And thus was the beginning of Kane's self-hatred for being a Minnesota fan. Little did I know it was only the beginning. 18 playoff losses in a row later for the Minnesota Twins. A couple lost NFC championships for the Vikings. And here we are today. Three and 2 to Dom Nunez. Just off the plate. And here comes Adam Duvall, the former Atlanta Brave.
Pinch hitting for the Rockies. Number 14, Adam.
Use Hall of Fame difficulty, directional, timing, button, hitting, no PCI, no guess pitch. I have never seen my team blow a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. Not quite. Ah. 0-2 now to Adam Duvall. Still nobody out. Man. Alright. We got Tapia, though.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Raimel Tapia.
Tapia.
In the, not the dirt, but low. Ball 1. And away, 2-0. Really enjoying hitting with Tapia lately. Inside for ball 3. Hilliard's on deck. That was a rough chase I had there. Three and 1 to Raimel Tapia. Inside, and they are loaded. Tying run at the plate. It is Sam Hilliard. Sam hasn't done much in today's stream. Not yet, but a huge opportunity now. We just gave up a grand slam in the top of the inning. And now Hilliard facing Chris Martin will try to do the same. Come on. Come on. Driven out to deep right field. Get going. We're going to get an RBI double. 11-9. I was having a hard time getting everybody to the right base there. All right, new pitcher, Will Smith, to face Baez. That's a strike, low and away. Come on. 11-9. This is Coors Field baseball. I think regardless, Givens gets this inning. But what's the score going to be? Two and one. Baez, left field, no way! It's gone! Rockies take the lead! A 5-run deficit disappears just like that! No way! Baez does it! And we are going to have a lead going into the 9th inning. I can't believe they put in a lefty either. Oh boy. .427. Still one down. Regular swing. That was a regular swing. And now we have to protect it with Givens. I don't know what that was. It was a really good slider is all. Oh, are you kidding me? I got on top of that?
Up next for Colorado.
Yeah, we could use one more. Lefty lefty's no problem for Ryan McMahon. But this year has just not been his season, and I think he might be going down to AAA soon. Givens is already warm and ready to go in. He's already scheduled to go into the top of the 9th. Pull a Randy Johnson and put your ace in for the 9th. Andrew Heaney warming up. Win or lose, already been hell of a game. For sure, Andy. Thank you for the super chat. This has been incredible. It's felt over like at 2 different points. But I love this offense we have. Ooh. Alright, only one. Baez delivers when we need it. How about this game, everybody? And now Michael Givens is coming in. Now, he hasn't been at his best recently, but he's 6 for 7 in save opportunities. And we got to face Acuna in Story. That's right, this all began with a Braves error. And then immediately a base hit on the next pitch. It did not take long. Then a couple walks. Big hit by Hilliard. Big hit by Javi Baez. And now, this is going to be quite the challenge for Givens. Acuna's gone yard twice. Story's gone yard. Popped him up. Got him to go inside, 1 away. It's Trevor Story now, 1 for 4. Homered in the first. Ooh, good slider to start the at-bat by Givens. Going back to that slider now. Oh, we got him. 1-2. Now this is the pitch I wanted to throw here with Joe Smith. Got him! Strike 3 from Givens! He gets Acuna. He gets Story. 1 more to go. And we'll have pulled off the comeback. A chase. A second chase. Not this one. 1-2. Ooh. Yep, I want it right up there. Strike 3, Givens slams the door. Rockies win the game. What a game. That's one of the best in the series. Wow. How about that? What a comeback. That's what it's all about here on the channel. That's why I just can't get sick of playing franchise. Like, how am I going to get sick of that? I thought that grand slam had it over and done with. If you haven't already done so, please leave a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you want more baseball action here in the Rockies franchise. That was an instant classic right there. 23 runs, 24 hits, 1 big error for Atlanta. That was unbelievable. That was so much fun. Yeah, I'll run through my settings quick, no problem. So, here's what we got. I play on a Hall of Fame difficulty. I have a custom hitting camera that's based off of Fisheye 2. Directional hitting interface, button input, no PCI. That means I'm just hitting X to hit. Circle for contact, square for power, X for normal. No guess pitch. Hall of Fame difficulty, classic interface. That means I'm aiming and choosing the pitch, but accuracy is all up to my pitcher and how good they are. Fielding, button accuracy, no throwing meter to make it more rating based. If that frustrates you and you want the meter on, go for it. Play however you want to play. This is how I like to do it. Yeah, let's check on the minor league teams. All right. Home run leader right now at AAA, Elijah Diori at catcher. I'd really like to see him get a chance. I might have to play a game or two with him in player lock. Switch hitting catcher. Unfortunately, deep potential. Would love to see that get better, but he's got a little pop. And it's on display this year. Brett Boswell's hitting 207 with 4 home runs. Todd Sinigi. He's got some potential for sure. But just 225 this year. Probably spends the whole year there. Yeah, we're going to send McMahon down, I think, is probably the right move. But it's all about who do we bring up. Zach Borenstein, 257, 3 homers. He's a veteran that I don't think has ever played at the major league level. He was really good last year. A AAA All-Star for us. Zach Veen, now in a little cold slump, but expectations are really high for him. Colton Welker, hitting for a good average, but no power. Jonathan Daza, kind of the same deal. And pitching here, Brandon Gold doing a really nice job. Definitely hope he can make it to the rotation at the Major League level one day. 1.73 ERA, under a 1 whip. Not a strikeout guy, but he's getting innings. Ty Culbreth, not bad. Peter Lambert, not bad. Like, this AAA team is actually playing really well this year. And the pitching seems to be one of their strongest assets. Pedro Strop, didn't have a spot for him at the Major League level. Might want to find one. And then down at AA, the season's only been going on for 9 games here. So we have 13 hits for Jamison Hanna, really good start. Michael Toglia, 1 home run. David Geronimo has his first home run. He's hitting .303. He's our first round pick from year 1. How's Rodriguez? We called him up and played with him today. He was awesome. He was fantastic. And pitching down there, Tuki Toussaint, high ERA, but he's 2-0. So we're scoring in the games he's pitching. Carl Kaufman, not bad. Ryan Gonzalez, 5.73. He was really good last year. Now, I saw the feedback from a lot of you about... By the way, here's the isotopes at Albuquerque, 22-9. Eddie, appreciate the super chat. No message, but that is very generous. Thank you very much. But I got a lot of feedback about like single A not getting as much development. So I may have to call up some of these players to double A just to get them something. Adele Amador, he does have his contact up by 1 right now. My cam's in the way. Oh, actually, it's not blocking that part. Mickey Littlefield, the ratings are going up a little bit, so they do get some development. But I'll want to get them some playing time at double A, it appears. Really excited about our draft class, though, from year 1. Let's see. David Valentine was a draft pick. Caper 9's going up. It's only at 39. He'll be at single A for a while, probably. Who's the oh, the outfielder came with Tukey, that's right. He's down at double A. That's Jacob Pearson. Right now he's hitting .214 and 28 at bats, 3 RBIs, no homers. Next year's free agents. First of all, how do I check the waiver wire? Would it be transactions? No one's there. Okay, player finder. Where do they hide that? Let me save while you tell me. Go to trades. Okay. Just checking all my files. Where is it in trades? Transactions? Player search. Perfect. So we would need years left. 1 at the major league level. And or free agent? with like a minimum of 75, or let's go like 70, 80 overall. Hopefully that's a good filter. Eddie comes back with another one. Hey, Kane, I've been watching since Tank Tucker, and I really love the content. Keep it up. Wish you stayed in Minnesota. I live here, too. I appreciate that, Eddie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I had to leave. I miss it, but... let's see. Where's... I must not be setting this up very well. Maybe... okay. I need this one. Would this be better? Jake DeGrom. Is this all correct? No, he's under contract for 2023. How do I do this exactly? Is the second year an option? Oh, I didn't think about that. None. He has no contract option. But the 1/1 players would still be eligible. So like Judge would be a free agent. Cody Bellinger. Shane Bieber. The 1/1 players would definitely be all in play. Okay, so the 2/2 players should all be in play. I don't know. Well, Jose Ramirez would be available. Wilson Contreras, Aaron Nola. Hopefully there's some starting pitchers hitting the market this year. Walker Buehler. Matt Chapman. Juan Soto. Lucas Giolito. Buxton. Joey Gallo. Man, this could be a good class, but there could still be a lot of players re-signed. How about Vlad Jr.? But it's arbitration years. So maybe all those players wouldn't be available. Yeah, there's still arbitration years for Bieber and not Bellinger. Giolito's going to have another year of arbitration, unfortunately. What about Zach Allen? Oh, a ton of them, of course. He hasn't come up that long ago. Jack Flaherty, one more year of arbitration. Luis Urias, one more year of arbitration. Good call by the Giants. You know if you watch my Rule 5 rebuild. But again, thank you for the super chats here to close out the stream, Eddie. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I hope everybody had a good time today in the stream. It was a fun few hours of playing the show. Thank you for spending the time with me as I get some extra gameplay for the series. And that is going to be it for me. I do have a Texans video going up. I need to just... get the thumbnail together, edit the title and stuff. So just give me a couple minutes, I'll have that posted. Oh, you want top prospects? I can do that quick. I want to know if we have any. None in the top 15. We haven't had a top prospect like the entire series, by the way. In the top 50. Man, the Twins. We do not, unfortunately. But that is going to do it for me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the action today. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. But on my second channel, MrHurriicane LP, my Texans franchise has a huge episode about to go up. It's a playoff game against the Raiders. You'll definitely want to catch the action in that series. It's been a fun one, a stressful one too. But that's it for me today, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and I'll catch you all later.